What other things? One other thing I wanted to touch on with you, for sure, is the fact that it's looking like we'll probably be going on a tour, Tombstone, Jesus, and Stillborn, this year. And you know, I don't want to hype things up too much, but you know, I was a jealous bastard when you guys went on that tour, and I'm still jealous. And we're going to go on a bigger one together. And you'll still have one up on me, so God damn it. But I'm real excited about that.
We'll make up in a lot of places, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, I think so. But either way, yeah, that's something big going up with my band, Tombstone Jesus, and Stillborn as well. And so, but you know, one thing I really wanted to let the people out there know, like these guys starting the new bands out, you know, what's the best way to get a hold of you? It was kind of sheer luck that our paths crossed and things, you know, the stars have been aligning for Tombstone Jesus for some time now.
Yeah, I'd say
it's a little easier, you know, if someone knows maybe, you know, how they can get a hold of you, so they don't just have to meet you by chance.
Yeah, just send a text message to my phone. It's going to be
your home phone number out, man. Right on. Here we go. You know, stalk him, ladies, if you want. He's all good.
It's just a text.
Probably stalk you back.
Yeah, be careful there.
Email address you want them to
Absolutely. They can do sirsmooth.1@gmail.com.
Nice. You see that, everybody, right there. So get a hold of him on his email address, and he'll definitely help you out. So that's piles and piles of mail. And, you know, we've had a lot going on. We had the lovely Crystal on the show last week. And before that, we had a live musical guest, and you know, some of the letters have been piling up, and we're gonna hit on some of that.
Let's get a couple of these.
So yeah, you know, I'm gonna have you help me with some of this shit. See what you think. See, the first question I got here. This comes from Samantha, no last name here. Interesting. It says, "Dear PETA." Wait, that's the next letter I'm going to write about you, Tombstone, you asshole. What the hell is that about? PETA, first of all, you know, we stuffed that llama meat in a PETA, and we ate the son of a bitch.
And it was good?
It was good llama meat in that PETA. And other than that, you know, I don't know what the hell that's all about. But, yeah, llama meat in the PETA. Write them, tell them about it. I don't give a shit. Next question. Let's see here. Let's see now. This next question comes from Susie Carlin out of Dixie, Utah. I guess that's from the college down there, I'm assuming. I don't know. And the question here says, Tombstone, I heard you don't drink alcohol. You know, is that true? And, well, actually, there's a story behind that. And it's true, Tombstone does not drink alcohol. And that's something due to the Treaty of 2001. And I'm actually surprised you don't know about that, but I'm going to tell you the story. There's a little story about Tombstone, back when he used to drink. And you remember the days. I think you was there back then. And, you know, Tombstone went on one of the drinking binges like he often did. This particular drinking binge started up in Canada and ended up down in Mexico, shall we say. You know, so I mean, I was up in Canada drinking some Canadian beers and whiskey. And, you know, a couple weeks later, worked my way on down through the States and got into the Budweiser and the Old Milwaukee and the Milwaukee's Best and you know, the Premium and the Keystone, and I mean, I could go on and on and on, but when it was all said and done, Tombstone was drinking beer and cervezas down in Tijuana, and I was sucking it all down with a lot of tequila. And, you know, I was in this bar, and, you know, I've been drinking the beer there in the bar for probably 3 or 4 days. And, you know, I've been throwing darts, and I've been playing pool, and I've been carrying on like I do. And, you know, about the third day, I think every dude in there basically lined up to, you know, hold my drink so I could kiss their girlfriend, so to say, you know. And that was Tombstone back in the drinking days, you know. And so, you know, I mean, this was just another, you know, 3-4 month binge. And, but in particular this time, you know, I drank all the beer, and they were supposed to be getting some more, and it hadn't showed up, and so I started drinking more of the tequila, waiting for the goddamn beer to show up, and, you know, they started dragging their ass with the beer, telling me maybe I ought to leave, you know, we don't think we can get any more beer in, and, you know.
No more beer.
Well, that just pissed me off, made me drink more tequila, and so, you know,
get some vitamin T.
Yeah, I got some vitamin T in like I usually did. I think I ate about a, you know, salad bowl full of tequila worms. And, you know, commenced to pretty much kicking everyone's ass in the bar. And, you know, I kicked all their asses, threw them outside, went back in, started drinking more beer. I found some shit they'd hid, and they'd been lying to me. They had another, you know, 20, 30 beers in the back. I drank them down and started getting bored, you know, there was no one to talk to, so I opened the door, told them to come on back in, and it was about that time I noticed there's some federales showing up, and, you know, they I guess they told them what I'd been doing, and you know, federales in Tombstone, you know, we met up many times, you know, so this was my first run-in with them. And, you know, they were saying something like, Tombstone, you have to leave, no more drinking for you, go back to your own country. And I'm like, you know, fuck you know, basically, you know.
Imagine that.
And, yeah, you know, and so they, you know, they sent someone in, and I sent them out. And they sent a couple more guys in, and I sent them back out. And by now all the beer's gone, and I'm back to the last case of tequila. And, you know, again, Tombstone, just go back, go home, no more for you, you know. And I mean, you know, basically, you know, that's all I got to say. And eventually, well, I ran out of tequila. And so I got bored enough. I think I had about the last tequila bottle, about halfway drank. I hopped on the donkey that was actually in the donkey show at the bar. Yeah, and I rode that son of a bitch donkey out of there. And, you know, about 4 or 5 days later, I made it back to the States and then worked my way back here to the compound. And, you know, I figured the whole thing was done, but apparently the federales got a hold of the CIA, got a hold of the FBI, who then got a hold of the KGB, who got a hold of the OSI, who got a hold of the NSI, who got a hold of, I think, NASA.
Oh, and it was on CNN.
And TNN.
And HSN.
The Home Shopping Network was there. I think the Food Network showed up. The Outdoor Channel was there. My God, I think we had black television.
White television.
Chinese television, I think. I mean, the British television was there.
France was there.
They had C-SPAN. They had Vietnam. Yeah, them French bastards were there, weren't they? Can't believe they didn't let them around the compound. Anyways, everybody showed up, and I think it went something like this. Tombstone, you can't have that alcohol and them weapons anymore. And, you know, I said this, you know, what I always said. And I had a few more beers and went to leave, and they're all out there again. And here comes the bullhorn again. Tombstone, your alcohol or your weapons, you can't have both anymore. And, you know, by this time I'm like, well, shit, man, go ahead and take my guns and ammo. I don't give a shit. I don't need them to kill. We all know that. sons of bitches, leave me alone, you know. And they're like, no, not them weapons. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys talking about, you know? And they're like, it's them cannons hanging up from your shoulders. And I'm like, my guns, my cannons? Well, that's when I figured out what was going on. And that's when I signed the treaty at 01, you know, because everyone knows, you know, I can't drink a beer with no arms. I ain't gonna give up my arms. And, you know, so I've been honoring the treaty for about 10 years now. And as you can see, I was able to keep my weapons, so to speak. And
nice.
Things have probably been a little bit better since then anyways. You know I saved a lot of money. And, well, I think the Mexicans are pretty happy about it too. So
probably play guitar much better, I'm sure.
You know, life's improved quite a bit. I found out I like mornings once I realized what a morning was when I quit drinking, you know what I mean? But needless to say, Tombstone loves drink. He drank and drank and drank. He drank his fill. He signed the treaty of 01, and that was the deal. And so, yeah, that's true. We're doing on Tombstone television. We're going to start taking a question off the Facebook. And if you send in, if you're a friend of Tombstone Jesus on the Facebook, you can send in a question. If we use your question on the show, we're going to get you a t-shirt. And, you know, there's some, you've seen Crystal wearing a shirt. We got some lady shirts and we got some dude shirts. And, you know, Tombstone ain't much for wearing shirts, but I did wear one to court just a couple weeks ago.
That's probably a good thing.
Tombstone Jesus shirt is a very good looking shirt. So if we use your question, you're going to get a shirt. Keep them sent in. One other thing too, feel free to leave a comment below the box. And feel free to subscribe above to my channel. And it doesn't cost any money to subscribe, Tombstoners, so don't worry about that. You don't need a credit card. Sign up with the YouTube and you'll be notified every time when Tombstone Television puts out a show. So right on, we got time for one more question. This question comes from Frank, no last name again. Here we go again. Frank says, Tombstone, I understand that you were adopted. Yeah, that's true, Frank. I actually was. Have you had any luck in finding your parents? No, I haven't been looking too hard, but I appreciate that. Let's see. Goes on a couple. Here we go. Tombstone, if you need any help looking for your real parents, I suggest you try maybe that Brian David Mitchell guy, or maybe Charles Manson. I heard he liked some tall women in the late 60s. That's real funny, Frank. Yeah, that's a good one. You know, Tombstone wants to take a minute just to touch on, you know, I'm going to get on my soapbox a minute and just talk about the golden rule, so to say, you know. Everybody remembers the golden rule from primary, but, you know, never judge a book by its cover. The golden rule, what?
There's a return address.
Return address. Sandy, Utah. Well, scratch the return address. Frank, we'll be coming to see you real soon, buddy. I hope you got a good lock on your door. Peace out.